Someday, in the not-so-distant future, it happens. The moment you realize you're ready for anything. Get a degree in emergency management from Jacksonville State University and be ready for where you're going.
This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 7th of February. I'm James Spann. Maybe a little light precipitation tonight, but the weekend looks pretty good. Then next week, more active weather. Let's go in there and take a look this morning. This is the water vapor satellite imagery. And you can see that next little bend in the southern branch of the jet stream, that next wave over Arizona and New Mexico, that will come out quickly and maybe bring a little precipitation tonight. Don't think it'll be a big deal. Starting off the day in the 20s, Birmingham at 24. Today, not as cold as yesterday. We'll expect upper 40s this afternoon. And around the nation, it's really hard to find anybody that's warm. Down in the 10 to 20 below range again this morning over Montana. It's tough. In advance of this next wave, we have winter weather advisories from Texas up into parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. No advisories here. Don't think any are needed for tonight. We'll talk about that in just a second. Out west, winter storm warnings up. Northern California, parts of Oregon, over into Idaho, Utah, Colorado. A lot of snow out there. This is the rain for the next 5 days. This is through Wednesday morning, suggesting rain amounts of about 3/4 to 1 inch. And this is the snow for the next 24 hours. This is the chance of greater than 1 inch of snow from 6 o'clock this morning until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Alabama with 0 chance. And some risk over northern Tennessee and parts of Kentucky, but that will be north of here. Bottom line is we don't expect any big problems tonight, obviously. Let's look at the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at noon today. This is at 500 millibars, and there's your trough into Texas. Down below that, the day will be dry. Mixture of clouds and sunshine, highs mid to upper 40s. Probably, the more I look at it, mid 40s I think is right. Remember, the air coming down over a big snowpack, that always tends to make it colder than models suggest. That's been the case basically all week. But that's a 1033 millibar high near Evansville, Indiana. Now, this is tonight at midnight. And that next wave, like the one we saw yesterday, will bring clouds, and it could squeeze out maybe a snowflake or two, or a raindrop, or an ice pellet. This is the high-res NAM at 10 o'clock tonight. And really like the one we saw yesterday, the more significant precipitation, the deeper moisture will be well to the south of here. So we'll mention maybe, again, a raindrop, an ice pellet, a snowflake tonight. Don't panic if you look out the window and you see that. And then by 4 o'clock, it's gone, 4 a.m. So we'll probably open up a window for maybe 9 o'clock tonight until 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, that little 7-hour stretch. We'll watch trends as always, but again, for now, we do not foresee any impact issues of significance from that. All right, tomorrow, midday, hey, we start to warm up. Both the NAM and the GFS are at 56, and if we verify with that, that'll feel pretty good. Morning clouds should give way to some afternoon sunshine. Surface low is just off the South Atlantic coast with some rain for Charleston and Wilmington. Sunday, the models are printing 60 for the high here on Sunday. Partly sunny, wouldn't that be nice? Again, probably we'll need to bend those numbers down a bit, maybe upper 50s, but still, that's going to feel pretty good. So nice to see some moderating temperatures for the weekend. Now, Monday, remember in this very active flow pattern, the models will struggle, more than 48 hours in advance. Sometimes they struggle 6 hours in advance. The GFS is just as dry as could be. It's got some rain breaking out to the west, but look at the European on Monday. It brings in rain in here, suggesting maybe a quarter up to a half inch of rain here with a wave. I think out of respect to this model, which has performed pretty well this cold season, we're going to mention increasingly cloudy on Monday with some risk of light rain, but not much. The more significant system is still to come. This is Tuesday. You can see the energy down around El Paso, and down below that, rain breaks out statewide. And this is going to be a close call. We have seen some runs that push the snow band down into North Alabama. On this run, The rain-snow line is near the Alabama-Tennessee border on Tuesday. It's got snow over much of Tennessee, rain over much of Alabama. And then this is Wednesday. Got a big surface low in the Gulf, and that can be favorable for, winter weather in parts of North Alabama. But again, this run of the GFS, the thermal profiles suggest it will be all rain Tuesday and Wednesday. But the thing to note, you see that wedge pattern, the 1033 high off the coast of Maine with cold air damming coming down through Virginia and the Carolinas into North Georgia. And the model suggesting freezing rain over there, and that could be nasty. And sometimes the wedge can affect northeast or east central Alabama. Just something to think about. But again, for now, we're just going to go with all rain. We'll fine-tune this, obviously, over the weekend. This is the European on Wednesday at midday. It's got the rain winding down with really big precipitation numbers off to the east, and it really identifies the wedge. If you look over there in the east, from Atlanta north and east, it's got some huge snows. And it's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it's possible. And even into northeast Alabama, it's printing 3.3 inches up there around Fort Payne and Mentone. So we're going to watch the wedge next week and see if by chance we'll have some winter weather issues. But it's just too early to call right now. Thursday of next week, a 997 millibar low is moving up the Atlantic coast. We are dry. And I would say maybe the high would be in the 50s if that's right. And this is a week from today. Now, the cold front coming in starts to turn colder again, perhaps right after that. And maybe some snow north of here, but nothing going on here. Go out there a few more days. This is Monday the 17th. That looks like a wet weather system. And again, for any of these, you have to watch the northern periphery for snow. And the end of the forecast on the 22nd, same deal, kind of a split flow. The active southern branch continues, but in this situation, we are dry. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video, if we can, by 4 o'clock, got another live shot today. I'll be at the BJCC. If no video, we'll have a discussion on the blog. And if you can, catch us on ABC 3340 News this evening, the live stream of the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.